coming at you. You know, when you reach a certain age, you're all prepared to say, hello, my gorgeous peeps in my universal world of peep. You can't even get a word out before the perspiration takes over. Wow! Calmate. Hello, people. How y'all doing? Y'all see I put on some makeup today.
Yeah, you're awfully foxy, Mum.
Well, it's because I've been...
Don't.
Yes.
I can't give you like every opportunity you can possibly find. Here we go. I've been waiting on Katrina to get here. She said she's going to be here at a time. She was late, so I had all this time to... Am I right?
So I had all that time to put some makeup on because I'm sitting down there ready and ready. I'm sorry, it's damn near 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Katrina knows I work well in those morning hours. Okay, I'm not hot in the morning. I'm hot now. Hi guys.
Lovely.
How y'all doing? Today, because for the next, well, let's just put it this way. This is a series. Because I'm cooking for the food bank and the homeless, the vulnerable, the needy, and sometimes the greedy, because anybody can go to a food bank.
And that's as it should be.
And it should be. And I'm cooking for them every single week. It has been fantastic. Delivering well over 70 meals. Sometimes I'd say I'm up to about 150 different individual items. I fill 2.5 fridges with this food before I take it out to them on a Friday. So, and it's like I call, it's my circle of love. Oh yes, circle of love. This is when suppliers, individuals, charities, chefs, food banks, we all come together and we help each other. And when I go to the food bank, they give me produce, and then that's when I decide what I'm going to cook for them next week. So this week,
that is a huge pineapple.
It's a mega pineapple. They have given me they gave me about 6 pineapples, way too many to cook with. So I give some away to my neighbors on the streets and friends. But this week I've decided I'm going to bake for them some mini pineapple upside down cakes. Ooh. Although I'm going to kind of reverse it because I'm going to be cooking them in these little tins. So they're just like little individual ones. You ain't going to see the pineapple bit because it's upside down. So I'm going to do a pineapple right side up cake.
Right side up cake.
Y'all got me?
So the pineapple is visible.
So the pineapple is visible because, for one, I don't want somebody who's allergic to pineapple.
Like my daughter
to think that that looks like a yummy cake. And then all of a sudden, break it out in hives. So I'm going to do my pineapple right side up cake. So, first thing I got to do.
Mama say what? Mama say please subscribe and become a Patreon. Oh, yes, she did. Yes, she did.
So, first thing I got to do is I got to prep my pineapple, okay? So, now people ask, how do you know if a pineapple's ripe? This is how you know. You just, oh my God, that's so ripe.
Super ripe.
It's overripe. This is what you do. You just pull, and see, this pineapple is ready to go. All you got to do, you just pull, and they come out so easy.
So if they don't come out easily, it's not right
yet.
It's
not ready. Okay? So, I'm going to, but this is a good pineapple. Oh, yes.
Look at that.
Let's put that there. And then what we're going to do is you want to take a sharp knife, and you just want to cut down. You want to try and keep it close. You're going to have some of them little nodules in there. That's okay.
Now, if someone wanted to use a tin tomato...
Oh, my goodness gracious. Y'all know me. I always use tins. If I didn't have this fresh pineapple, it'd be tin pineapple.
Okay.
But this is fresh, so I'm using it.
Yeah.
Now, I have another one, and what I'm going to do with that one is I'm going to make a pineapple salsa.
Yum.
And I'm just going to do the salsa in little pots and give it to them. Because you never know, they may have, they might come up with some kind of something to use it with. I usually do my pineapple salsa if I'm making fish, catfish.
Delicious.
So now let's just cut the end off. Okay. Now, while I'm getting ready to start to chop this up. What you grinning about? You want something?
My phone's ringing.
Your phone? And I think you can ignore it.
I know.
This pineapple is super, super sweet. Delicious. Now, while I'm cutting that up, I'm going to melt some butter and brown sugar because we're going to make our topping mixture. So I'm going to put some butter in that pan. To that, I'm going to add my brown sugar.
It's that soft dark brown sugar.
It's soft dark brown sugar.
So that's meant like a caramel type.
Yep, we're making a candied sauce.
Candied sauce, right.
And I'm going to add a touch of vanilla. As well as
cinnamon?
Generous amount of cinnamon. And I'm going to put a little bit of mixed spice.
So mixed spice has got your nutmeg and your cloves.
Yeah, all of those sort of goodness.
Yeah.
Kind of your Christmassy type spices. So let's just give this a little stir. So I'm going to leave that while I come back to, and what I'm looking for is just really small pieces of pineapple. I might cut it up even smaller. Yeah, well, I'll get to it. Oh.
Right.
Okay, so let me come back to you once I've chopped all of this up. Okay, so have a look at this. Okay, let's melt it down. And
smells divine.
What I'm going to do here is I'm going to put my pineapple, because once you put the pineapple in, you're going to get a lot of juices from your pineapple. Now I'm going to put it back on slowly. Turn that heat down. Just so that it can cook out some of the juices. Now, let's get the other half. Because I'm trying to cook about 40 to 50.
Oh, wow.
Cakes.
Okay.
Yeah, that ain't enough.
That's not enough, yeah.
So, let's just do this. Get the next side going.
So, how many weeks have you been working with the food bank, Mum?
Well, this particular food bank, this is the 3rd week. But we've been working with the charity now for a month and a half.
And who are City Food Show? What do they do?
Yeah. Well, Fitty food share. Fitty food share. Look, I'm chopping. While I'm chopping, talk. Tell them who they are.
Okay, so City Food Share is a local organisation to Brighton and Hove. And actually, the founders of it used to have the restaurant Duke's, where we used to do our pop-up restaurant.
Yeah.
So we've known them for many years. And they raise money to try and end food poverty in Brighton and Hove. And they work with lots of different food banks and charities, and they basically are providing us with the funding. So they're paying for all the ingredients and packaging and stuff like that for us, so that we're then able to, cook the food and provide it.
But what I'm asking people to do, though, is to help us help you.
Yeah.
That's why I call it my circle of love, because
Yeah.
I believe everybody can contribute to this.
Yeah, and I mean they are definitely dependent on donations. And before lockdown happened, they had terminals in the pubs in the city of Brighton and Hove where people could just contactlessly tap to donate while they were buying a pint. But as the way that the restaurants and bars have changed now, that's not possible.
Yeah.
So we're having to find different ways to fundraise.
Yeah, my whole thing is, if you're in a bar, you know how you used to say, hey mate, let me buy you a drink. Now what you need to be saying to your friends is, you know what? You buy your own drink, and that drink I was going to buy you, I'm going to buy somebody some food. And go, bam, tap, and share.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's a link in the description where you can very easily donate if you wanted to help out City Food Share. It would be amazing, because that means we can just help feed more people.
Okay, so let's just get this. Let's just show them what this is looking like. Okay, now I'm just going to create a hole there. I'm just going to put a tiny bit more butter. Take some, I was going to use in my cake. Just put a little bit more butter there in the middle. Okay, and touch more cinnamon. And we're just going to let that melt down. Okay. So, give me 1 second. I just need to clean my hands, clear the table, and I'll be right back. Okay, guys, hands washed, table fairly clear. Now we're going to move on to our cake mixture, okay? And like I say, while I'm making the cake mixture, let me just stir that. Oh, yeah. You can see it's already starting to create more juice. Okay, let's just leave that to cook up. So, really quick, basic cake. Y'all know me, I ain't measuring nothing.
Mum, can you turn the handle around? I've got your arm loop tapped it. Great.
Okay, so, first thing first, I'm going to get some butter. And this is 250 grams.
Give or take.
With a spoonful taken out.
Exactly.
To that, I'm going to add some sugar. Just adding some basic caster sugar. And we're going to whip this together. A little bit more sugar. I'm hoping I'm going to get enough mix that I ain't got to start all over, because they only need a spoonful of the cake mix on the top and the size of that. Okay?
Although it's just going to be on the bottom this time.
What?
The cake from the bottom this time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, to this, as you can see, I already have cracked 4 eggs. So let's get our 4 eggs in and whip them out. We want this nice and fluffy, light. Yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Jiggly, jiggly, as I mix my bowl. Oh! Now, it's time for a little bit of lemon. I'll put a touch of lemon.
That lemon essence, yeah?
Yeah, and a touch of vanilla. Tiny bit of cinnamon. And mix again. You can smell this. Smell that? Oh, and that's warming up. Lovely, jubbly.
It's bubbling away.
Okay, now it's time for some flour. So, I'm just going to put 2 to start. No, I'm going to put 3. Let's mix that in.
Can I ask why you add it gradually?
Well, so you can have a lighter cake. You don't want it to be too heavy.
So then would it be too dense if you put it all in at once?
Yeah, and also it may be too much.
Right.
And you can always add. Very difficult to take away. Cool. I'd have to start with more of my liquid base.
Okay.
Okay, now to make this even lighter, at this stage, I'm going to add some Greek yogurt.
Oh, okay.
So some people add milk. I'm going to add a little bit of yogurt. And by doing this, I can now add a little bit more flour as well, because I need enough cake mix.
That's really bubbling behind you.
Good.
Lovely.
And this is self-rising flour. I could have put some more baking powder in. Actually, go give me that baking powder. It's just sitting right there, sitting out. You hold this. Guys, have a look at that. You see when I said you get a lot more juice out of that? It's looking good. Alright. So, normally you would add your baking powder to your dry, but you know what, ain't gonna make no difference. It's still gonna work. So I'm gonna put that in. Add a little bit more flour on top. And let's whip this all in. So please drop me a line in the bottom. I want to do a video called Ask Me Anything You Want. Alright? But in order for me to do that video, guess what? You gotta ask me. So, put in your questions. I don't care how personal. Because guess what? I ain't gotta answer it. But I will answer it. So let's have some fun, okay? Let's have some fun. Let's find out all you can about the mama. Because I figure if y'all ask me 1,001 questions, shoot, that's the basis of my autobiography. Wow.
That looks great.
Taste it.
I'm not putting my finger in it. Get me something I can stick into it.
Here. Taste that mixture.
Oh my word. Oh wow.
Good.
That's lovely.
I just hope I have enough to do these cakes. Okay, so there we go. So now let's turn this off. And now it comes to the point of building. So let's just move my small things away. So, assemble time. And these are going to probably take about 15 minutes to bake. They ain't gonna take no time. Okay? And let's get this here. Oh, yes.
That looks fantastic. Look at that.
So, here's my spoon. So, we just take, now this is the way I'm envisioning in this bad boy. And then we're just going to put that like that. So, people, as I've never done this before, and let's face it, I don't want to make 50.
Yeah.
And find they all drop to the bottom.
Yeah, maybe make
so,
one.
I'm going to make this one in the oven. I'm going to time it. And then I'm going to come back to you. And then I will fill my tray and finish it.
Good idea.
So, let's just take this one as it is. And we're going to put this in the oven. And that'll be the one that Katrina gets to try.
Yes.
And then we're going to come back to you. Because, like I say, it's the first time doing this in this fashion. My pineapple right side up cake. So I want to see if it works. So we're going to come back to you as soon as that's done. Okay guys, let me just show you because this is looking great. Let me just give you a little quick peek.
Oops. Oh, cool. Okay.
So just let that carry on cooking. So I'm going to go ahead because time is money. I ain't got time to be waiting. So let's just get these. So it's literally just a spoonful. Kind of press it down because the cake will do its thing. Oh yes. What kind of cake is this, people?
Pineapple right side up cake.
Pineapple right side up. You know, upside down in the mama house. We going right side up.
Looks good. Okay, I'll let you finish these.
Okay, let me do that. Hey guys, so as you can see, I've got 2 trays here ready to go in the oven. And within that 5 minutes that I turn that camera off, boy, I made up another batch because I need a lot of cakes, okay? Because we got a lot of pineapple and I want to use all this pineapple. So I'm going to put this all in the oven and then we're going to come back to you when I take them out. See you in a minute. So have a look at my little mini pineapple right side up cakes. I think they've come out really nice.
Yeah, they look good.
They look good. They're gonna taste good. So, with a little bit of peace, whole lot of love, and so from the pineapple upside down right away.
Right side up.
Right side up cake. Y'all know me. I will mess it up in a second. Peace love, and get in the kitchen and cook today. All right.
Don't stick your hand in any hot water. I got cook's fingers. I'm used to this kind of stuff, okay? Use a spoon. It's gonna be like rubber, all right? And you don't